Welcome to this presentation for Media Research. I'm Julia, and my main topic of this course was urban screens and the city dweller as data sources. And the main topic of this research will be facial recognition systems. The use of facial recognition has increasingly grown in the last couple of years. The first study shows that it will grow even more in the next 5 years. The second one is a headline. It's about Clearview AI, the American company that sells software to law enforcement without the public's knowledge about the use of data. And the third one is a headline. It shows that not everybody knows what is happening. The purpose of this research was to examine the understandings of facial recognition and what this means for the public's privacy in the United States. I've divided it into three parts. The first one is about awareness and the purpose of facial recognition. The second one is about how well it is prepared against biased outcomes. And the third one is how it could impact people's feelings about their privacy. So the two headlines shown on this slide are actually part of two different articles, which are the reason I did my research. It's about the company Clearview AI, about what they are selling, that people don't know what's being done with the data, and also about the fact that it did not only sell to law enforcement, which shows that we're not fully aware of what the software does or being used as. So the three different methods I used for this research are textual analysis, which is analyzing different sources, decoding them to find true meaning behind them. Production analysis, it's used to analyze the type or the role ownership has in the control of production.
So facial recognition is a method to verify or recognize an identity of a person based on, in this case, their face. So it looks at your eyes, nose, mouth, and compares it to a photo to find their match. Law enforcement use it to identify their suspects. So the percentages on this slide actually show that the awareness for the public is still not enough, that there are still people afraid of big brothers watching them because of the unknown and because of the fact that surveillance most of the time is without a choice of the citizens and without awareness. And they fear that if they would just inform them or explain to the users what is happening, it can already increase the awareness. This research showed different ethical issues. First off, the EFF put out a white paper that shows that the technology impacts people of color by misidentifying them more than white people. The percentages on this slide also show that people of color will likely shoulder more of the burden of face recognition than white men or women. I found that this technology changes the way people will view privacy and the behavior of people when they know they're being watched. It's a loss of privacy and of freedom of movement. It can also harm because it can be used as social control and because of the fact that also regular shops can use them. The conclusion of this research is that there's quite a lot of room left for people to get more knowledge about this type of technology. It also shows that this technology is not 100% prepared against biased outcomes and that people still feel like they have less privacy than before and that Big Brother is still watching them.